And welcome back to the channel, everyone, with myself, David Millionaire Incorporated, where I like to go through topics of personal finance, investments, and personal self-growth development kind of thing. I hope you've all been very well and that you've taken steps to increase your knowledge on all those areas outside of just the videos I create, because hey, there's plenty of information out there for you to learn and implement. So don't hesitate to go to the other channels, watch other videos. Always though as well, don't forget, smash that subscribe button. Join the channel for my latest videos, and don't forget to leave me a like on this video as well. Today I'm going to go through with you my favorite crypto projects which are looking like they're going to explode over the coming years. Now, at the time of recording this, you probably already know that the crypto market has gone into a bit of a slump after there's been numerous Elon tweets and all kind of FUD in the market relating to crypto, which actually presents itself as a great opportunity to either start investing in the market slowly or start kind of dollar cost averaging into the market. Now, I'm going to go through with you, like I said, my 4 favorite smart contract plays, as I see the smart contract play being one of the best long-term solutions out there, as most of the other dApps and DeFi projects and things like that all require smart contracts to operate. So I'm going to go through some of my favorite projects which will likely grow over the coming years. Now, just a forewarning, guys, anything I say in this video is not financial advice. Always go seek a professional financial advisor for personal financial advice. These videos are just meant for entertainment purposes only and educational. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So the first smart contract project I actually want to talk about is Cosmos. It goes under the name of Atom if you're looking for it on CoinMarketCap. Now, the reason why I want to touch on Cosmos is it's a unique kind of smart contract blockchain play because it actually has interchain operability. So it allows a lot of cross-chain transactions via peg zones and hubs, which means that they consider it like the internet of blockchains. So all kinds of blockchains can kind of communicate with each other without having to be kind of transferred into one blockchain to another, to another, to another. So it makes for transfer of data and information a lot easier. Another thing which is fantastic about Cosmos is it's highly scalable. And that's one of the major issues which is being addressed by a lot of blockchain projects at the moment. Initially with Bitcoin and Ethereum, before it goes to Ethereum 2.0, and I'm going to touch on that in a little bit later as well. They weren't very scalable and they could only handle a very limited number of transactions. So it meant that it was kind of very clunky and slow. So they weren't as scalable as what they would have liked to have been, and that kind of limited their growth and potential over time. Now, although with Ethereum, there are obviously a lot of dApps and projects built on top of it, but it kind of congests the network and makes the transactions quite slow and causes like the gas fees for transactions to be quite high as well. So that was something which Cosmos wanted to actually kind of address, and as a result, it can actually handle about 10,000 transactions per second, which is quite a leap from the current 15 transactions per second which Ethereum has. Now, another great thing with the Cosmos project is that it allows dApp developers to create their own blockchains using Cosmos's SDK, which is a developer's kit. And another thing with that is that it actually gives the creators of those blockchains on the Cosmos ecosystem sovereignty and governance over its own blockchain. So it can actually make its own decisions relating to its blockchain itself, not having to kind of go by the governance and guidelines of, say, Ethereum if it was built on the Ethereum blockchain network. And that's a huge deal for a lot of blockchains when it comes to implementing new upgrades and things like that. Because if Ethereum upgrades something and a current blockchain or dApp on the Ethereum network isn't compatible, it can pretty much crash the entire dApp itself. So developers kind of have to constantly go by the governance and guidelines of the Ethereum network. Whereas with Cosmos, it can do its own things if they want to have its own changes, they can actually implement changes a lot more rapidly rather than having to wait for a a patch or something from the Ethereum network. Next on the list of projects I want to talk about is Cardano, coin token name ADA. If you look on CoinMarketCap, and I'm sure that most of you are quite aware of this project because it has got a lot of hype. It is huge and it's blowing up day by day, and doesn't look like it's going to be stopping anytime soon. It's kind of dubbed the Ethereum killer because of what it is ideally or highlighting as issues it's going to solve. Now, it is still under development, and it's as it gets built, it tests its theory behind what it wants to solve before actually implementing it. So it's kind of peer reviewed and goes through a lot of rigorous testing and everything before it actually gets implemented onto its actual blockchain and tech. It's developed by an ex Ethereum co founder, Charles Hoskin. So he understands the issues which plagued Ethereum, and he went out to actually solve those. So that's why he set out and developed this Cardano. They consider it the actual blockchain 3.0, with Bitcoin being blockchain kind of one, whereas it had an issue of scalability and it was considered as just like a store of wealth. Then blockchain 2.0 was considered as Ethereum, where it actually implemented smart contracts and gave it more functionality instead of just a store of wealth or a currency. It actually kind of implemented, like I said, that smart contract interoperability, which is going to pretty much drive the entire blockchain ecosystems moving forward. But Cardano through blockchain 3.0 wants to solve issues of scalability, interoperability between other blockchains, and sustainability. So Cardano is like a dual layer blockchain using proof of stake consensus, allowing it to handle at its current stake 1,000 transactions per second, which is a lot, like I said, a lot more than what Ethereum 1.0 can actually handle it at its current phase. But once it actually implements Hydra scaling, or Cardano implements its Hydra scaling, this could actually potentially go to over 2 million transactions per second. And that's just because of the way that the Cardano blockchain is actually developed. It's actually a little bit complex. I'm not going to go into it in this video. I'm just touching on it's my fourth favorite kind of blockchains, for which I think will have huge growth potential over the future. And like I said, Cardano is one of them, and that's because of that. So it's highly scalable, can handle a huge number of transactions per second, which is a major issue with Ethereum, as we know. Hopefully, it's going to be low transaction fees as well, or low transaction fees. And it has the ability to operate with other blockchains, giving it proper interoperability. And Cardano believes that there's no one kind of crypto coin or crypto blockchain which will kind of run the entire market. There's going to be use cases for each and every kind of blockchain itself. So they don't have that one ring to rule it all. They want to kind of have its own marketplace and have its own kind of space in the market. Next, we have Polkadot. Now, I've already actually spoken about this in one of my other videos, and I think this is going to be another great project over time, as I explained in the other video. It's the same thing. It's developed by one of the co-founders of Ethereum, but Dr. Gavin Wood, and it uses parachain technology, and this allows it to have kind of true interoperability between other blockchains projects. So it can actually communicate with other blockchains. Same thing with like Cardano and Cosmos, and it allows for it to be able to scale quite highly with low transaction fees. And same thing, it doesn't want to kind of disrupt Ether. It actually wants to work alongside it. Now, it isn't, like I said, it isn't still live yet, but it will be soon. They kind of have a process to bring dApps and build its ecosystem out due to its parachain technology. But like I said, I'll drop a link to my other video down below so you can actually jump to that and actually have a watch. And as I explained a little bit into further detail. Number 4 is Solana. And as the same thing, I've actually done a video on this recently, and I outlined why I think this project is actually phenomenal. And one of the main reasons is because of its very high transaction speed. So currently, as it stands, I think this is the fastest blockchain on the network. A lot of money is being pumped into Solana through Alameda Investments. It's highly scalable, very low cost of transactions. It has network security and is very decentralized. So it's very favorable as a blockchain technology for a lot of developers and a lot of transactions. Same thing is proof of stake consensus proofs of history to verify transactions. It is actually a complex blockchain. Same thing. I actually explained this in my other video, so I'll actually drop a link to that below so you can actually go back and actually check that out. Like I said, I'm just kind of touching on a couple of projects here, which I think will do very, very well over time. And saying, like I say, it's because of the issues plaguing Ethereum at the moment. Now, when Ethereum goes to Ethereum 2.0 in, I think, July, if it actually follows its roadmap and executes on that roadmap, that will come live mid-July. And with that, it's going to have transaction speeds of up to 100,000 transactions per second, which is a huge jump from where it's currently sitting, and which would pretty much put it at the top of the smart contract race. Now, obviously, don't kind of count Ethereum down and out. Always be prepared to kind of jump on board with it because it is a very good kind of tech. Same thing, it is plagued by scalability issues at the moment because of its proof of work, but over time that will definitely improve. And that's the issues which Vitalik Buterin, which is one of the developer of Ethereum, has been trying to solve over the coming years. So let me know about any other kind of projects that you guys are looking into over in smart contracts play, and I'd love to kind of do a bit of a deeper dive into them, get your kind of thoughts on it as well, and have a bit of a discussion about where the crypto market's going over time. So I hope this video has been very useful for you guys. Don't forget, smash that subscribe button if you enjoy this kind of content, because I am going to be putting out a lot more videos in this area. Don't forget, drop me a like and leave me a comment. Would love to hear from you guys. And I'll catch you guys again in the next video. Cheers.